What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and in today's video we are going to be going over a legacy Tardis in Garry's mod. So it's going to be a little different than what we were doing, because we've been going over the rewrite Tardises. It's going to be a little bit longer of a video, because they have more stuff to them. But yeah, if you guys want to get this legacy Tardis, that would be down in the description below if you guys want to get this add-on, as well as the sonic driver and the map that I'm using for this. Yeah guys, hope you enjoyed the upcoming video. Without further ado, let's get straight into this tutorial. Alright guys, so the first thing I want to show you guys is how to use the sonic screwdriver in the interactions that it has with the TARDIS. So you just want to click it on the doors. You can be anywhere on the TARDIS, just like facing it. You want to hold left mouse button. And it's going to say TARDIS locked. That means when you push E, it completely locks the TARDIS. It's so funny how it sounds like a car. Hold it again. And it's going to say unlocked, and then you can go in gradually and out. If you hold the right mouse button, this is a really cool part, it makes the TARDIS invisible. Hold it again. It's going to come back to normal. So this is actually the favorite part that I have with the TARDIS in the sonic server. If you hold Alt button and hold the left mouse button, it's going to say TARDIS link at the bottom left. If you did it right, it should say that. So that means you can go anywhere that you want, and with a little cursor, just point to where you want it to go, and push R. It's going to say TARDIS moving to AFS at the bottom left. You can see it's going to start dematerializing and spawning right where I push R. There we go. So there's actually another way of doing that, which is actually like a little bit of a cooler way. They both are really cool. So if you're like in a dungeon and ever like stuck, you can just teleport the TARDIS to you. It's kind of weird how the TARDIS, the shadowing on this, like when it's in dark facing away from the sun, it looks so dark. And then it gets so much better if you have it facing the sun. So you might see all my TARDISes like faced up against that wall because the sun's like right up there. Kind of weird. So if you want to hold the Alt left mouse button, oh that's unlinked. You want to make sure it's linked, and then you want to go over anywhere that you want and hold the left mouse button with holding the sonic screwdriver. And where you use this do the sonic screwdriver, it's gonna say TARDIS destination set. That means you can go as far as you want, anywhere that you want. I'm just gonna go like way over here, and then push R. It's gonna start dematerializing and putting to where you did your sonic screwdriver. You can see it should go over there. Yep, right there. It's a really cool way of doing it because you can like triple bend, like, oh, come over here, and then it just like spawns over there. It's a really cool way. I'm just gonna move this again, and again, there can be like anybody inside of it. So yeah, now I'm gonna get into interactions like on the inside. So when push E, get inside of it. You can use the sonic screwdriver, the left mouse button, and the right mouse button the same way. You just have to be like facing the console. You'll see it's TARDIS locked, TARDIS unlocked, right mouse button, TARDIS visible, invisible. You know, visible. That's actually really cool that they did that. It must be like a lantern that they put the hitbox thing on for. But yeah, before I get into this, you need to change the settings to advanced mode because all my tutorials are advanced mode. Well, for the legacy ones, you want to hold Q, and you want to click the little advanced mode button. Make sure that it has a little check over it. And if you didn't know why I stopped doing all the legacy TARDISes, I've only done a few. That's because they got rid of the legacy TARDISes. There's a big flaw there. It was like some people were taking the creator's idea and stuff and take their models or whatever, so they had to take them all down except for this one. The rewrite TARDISes are still up. They didn't get messed up by any of that. But yeah, this is actually the last legacy TARDIS that's still on here, so I just want to make a quick tutorial on it. They are a lot bigger. They have a lot more controls, as in the rewrite TARDISes. The doors can open. It's like a portal. And it's actually bigger on the inside. You can go in the time vortex. But this is actually still really cool in its own way because it has a lot of different kinds of like controls that you can do. I actually believe that the legacy TARDIS, for me, in my opinion, is better. But okay, so first thing you want to do is come up from here. I'm going to show you the two ways to use the TARDIS, the teleport. So you want to come up to the programmable flight mode, this little typewriter, push E. This is where you can actually save your like coordinates to stuff, and I'm going to show you guys how to do that. So if you want it specifically where you want the TARDIS to go, so you want to bring the TARDIS anywhere that you want. I'm going to do mine, like, I guess. Oh my gosh, what is happening? Okay, I'm just gonna bring mine against this wall, I guess. Just like that. That sounds fair. Okay, so then we go back inside. You wanna go onto the typewriter. This can be used with any legacy TARDISes. Well, they're gone now, but you can be used with any of them, just in case you bring them back. So okay, so you wanna push new. You wanna name it. I'll just do it wall since it's against the wall. It's going to go exactly, it's going to say, would you like to use current Tardis position / angle? You want to push yes, and then you want to just save data, just in case. It saves all your locations. You can have as many as you want, even if you get off the map and back on. Only for that map, you would still have those. So each map, you could have your own little like hideout spots or stuff. So you can move this anywhere that you want now. I'm just gonna get rid of the whole TARDIS. It's still good. It's gonna be in that typewriter to teleport. And put it right back over here. So if you look in the typewriter, it's gonna be right back to the wall. So here's how you use it. Make sure you're on advanced mode. You're gonna click the wall. These are all the crazy coordinates. When you upload post /ANG, it's gonna say programmable flight mode activated. So don't click anything else. It's a certain order of switches you have to pull for it to work. If you click the wrong one, you have to redo it. So you want to click that. See if I can remember how to do this. And then you want to come over here and you want to click the helmetic regulator. And see that beep? It will sound like bobo if you do it wrong. You can kind of tell. You want to click that. You want to come over here. You want to click this locking down mechanism. Right here. Time mode and handbrake. And I believe that should be it. Throttle. And you're going to start teleporting to where you did those original coordinates. Before it to phase up here. Oh my gosh, I love that time loader. It's like so cool though. If you don't know, you can zoom in like this by holding B. So you're going to see, you're going to teleport in the exact same way. It's going to be in the exact, like even if you turned it like 90 degrees, it's going to be exactly that same way. Okay, so now I'm going to show you another way of doing it. This is by doing the monitor. If you just want a quick getaway, just want to do this real quick, you can, this is a whole map right here. It will show like your map. You want to hold the right mouse button. This is where you can get a little bit more detailed. But you can just do this if you want. This is actually like the same exact size for the TARDIS. I'm just going to do it, I guess, right here. I'm going to left mouse button. And it's going to say TARDIS destination set. If you did it right, you want to push E to get back off of it. And you want to come over here. You don't want to click this like you did before. You want to actually click this, navigations mode. Activated. And then you want to come over and do the same thing. Helmetic regulator. And then the locking down mechanism. Mechanism, yeah, that's how you say it. Time mode over handbrake. And then space and throttle. This is how you do all the throttles. Like, how you get to place. So you're actually going to go exactly to where you just set that up there. If I did it correctly. Yep, right there. And now I should be... yeah, on the roof. It's actually really cool. So when you come back inside of here, if you just, let's say you don't want to teleport. You just want to get away, like, oh, I have to get away. I have to go AFK or whatever. Then you just want people not to destroy your TARDIS or whatever. And you, with teleporting, you're just still in the map. So let's say you just want to go into vortex, you just want to disappear, no one can get you no matter what. So what you want to do, it's going to be a little different. See if I can remember how to use this. So you want to come over here. We don't do any coordinates, no coordinates at all, just normal. You want to do demuralization circuit. And then you want to come over here, helmetic regulator, right here, locking down mechanism, right here again. So it's going to go fast for this one. You're going to start disappearing. Do you hear that? It just phases super fast. And you're not anywhere. It may show that you're here, but you're not here. You just had that camera zoom. If people, they say, oh, I'm just invisible, you can still bump into me and push E. No, they can't. You're actually gone. It's crazy. It's really cool, actually. So if you want to get back, all you have to do is pull the space-time throttle again. I'm going to show you a different way or a cool way to do it. While you're doing all these teleports and stuff with like the monitor and the coordinates, the two ways to do it, you can actually click this. I'll show you once it starts phasing up. So I'm just going to set some coordinates here. Let's do real fast down here, I guess. You would do like you normally did, but you want to click this. This is long flight toggler. That means enabled. I'm gonna make sure that worked. But that means whenever you teleport, you should just go right there, right? No, you actually have to click it again for it to work. I'll show you guys. So it should be this one. Is it this one? I have no idea. It took me so long to figure these out. Okay, yeah, it's this one. This one for the monitor. That. Then that. 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 and then space-time throttle. This will work the same way if you do typewriter too, by using this thing right here. When you start teleporting, you're just going to go into the time vortex like you did when you did set in the coordinates. Time vortex, you're just normally gone. Then, let's say I just want to get back. I'm away, I'm back at the computer. I'm going to push E on the space-time throttle, and you're going to start coming back to where you set those coordinates with the monitor. So it's a really cool way you can do it with the same thing as this. Okay, so the direction pointer. This is like when you're teleporting back to place. Let's say I want to be sideways. You just do that to switch directions of which way you want to do it. It's not really much to show there. Okay, so now I'm going to show you, let's see, okay, right here. So right by the space-time throttle, actually I'm going to show you this. So there's this thing. Wherever you last teleported from, you want to click this, E. It's going to immediately start going back from where you last teleported. It's a really cool way, like, oh, I teleported right into danger, I need to get back. Then you can just click that, and it's a really good way. See, I'm back on top of the roof now. So, let's say you don't want to go outside, or you don't want to stop the driver, and you still want to turn invisible. You can use the phase controller right here. You want to push E. Oh, and if you don't know how to get onto that little camera on the outside of the TARDIS, you just push E anywhere that there's not a button on the console. And you can see we disappeared. We are still there. It's not like you disappeared into the time vortex. Click E again. It's going to be back to normal, and you should come straight back. Oh, a little bit lag there. Okay, so if this is the power button, not much to see. You want to click it. It is really cool, though. You can't use anything at all when it's off. It's actually really cool. Click E to get it back up. Okay, so this is the locking down mechanism. This is actually really cool. It's used for the flight mode, so I'm going to show you that first. This is flight mode. I'm going to click E, probably the most important thing of the TARDIS. And then you push E anywhere on the console. And then you can actually fly around without teleporting places. So you can do WASD. Turn around, S goes back. W goes forward, right goes left. I don't know why there's no charge there, it's kind of weird. And D goes right. So you want to hold shift. And that's going to actually start bringing, it should bring you down. Don't know why it's not doing it right now. Okay, hold space, goes up. Oh no, it's CTRL, sorry. Control makes you go down. Shift, when you're holding W to go somewhere, makes you go faster, which is actually really cool to do. I'm going to get rid of both those TARDISes. I don't know why it made a duplicate of itself. But I'm going to show you while you're flying what the locking down mechanism does. It kind of controls when you're flying. So when you're flying, this is kind of an example, you want to click that, and then, where is it? Here, locking down mechanism. You should just stop where you are. Yeah, can't move at all. Even if a rocket comes, even another TARDIS smashes into you, you won't move at all. You will keep on taking damage though, unfortunately. So that, yeah, if you just completely freeze in midair, it's actually really cool to use if you're like on a free fall. So even if you have the power off, it will not actually work if you have the power off. It'll just, I'm pretty sure it'll just fall. Okay, so this is the atom accelerator. What you do is it changes your directional speed. You can see at the bottom left, it's spin and set to none. Click again, clockwise, click again, anti-clockwise. So you can see it's at anti-clockwise right now. When I spin. I believe in the movie they have it clockwise. I can set it to none. Kind of weird, you're just going straight forward. I'm just going to keep it at anti-clockwise, but I think what they've used in the Doctor Who movie. So I'm going to turn off the, where is it? Here it is, flight mode. Oh, you can actually do flight mode without clicking that. You can just go onto this, push R. And that can turn it off and on. But I feel like it's a little cooler to use the actual flight, the switch for it. But you can use it like that if you really appreciate it, or like to. So, the TARDIS can get damage, which is actually really cool. So then we get, that doesn't have a Blu-ray TARDIS. Oh, you might be thinking I don't have like any add-ons. I just got rid of it so it wasn't lag. I actually do have quite a lot. But if you shoot the TARDIS at the bottom of that, hopefully it's not too loud, you can see that the health is at 89, which is, it actually starts hurting the TARDIS quite a lot. So if you want to fix the TARDIS, let's see where am I? Oh, I'm facing down. Okay. So you want to do the self-repair lever right here. Kind of looks like the flight mode. It's going to turn off the TARDIS. It won't repair itself if all occupants don't leave, so everyone inside the TARDIS leaves. And then it'll slowly start repairing itself. The more hurt it is, the longer it takes. Click E to get back inside. Let me see if I can just shoot it really, like, fast. Hopefully this isn't too loud. I'm just gonna keep on doing that. Because I don't have, like, any things installed. Oh, there we go. So once it gets down a certain amount, that means, I'm pretty sure, I think it was like 15, I'm pretty sure. I haven't done it for quite a while. But it's actually going to, like, get green lights, or, like, red lights. You can change it if you want. I'm just gonna come back once it's completely broken. Okay, I finally got it. So once it gets down to 15%, that means it's actually gonna have these red lights, and it's gonna start gonna do the coal string bell, as they call it, for like the boom boom, like that. So if you turn off the power while it's like this, it will actually stop the red light, but the coal string bell will keep on going, and the Tardis will actually smoke on the outside. Even if the power is on, it's still just gonna smoke like that. But if you get it completely destroyed, it actually will blow up. So I'm probably gonna step away from this. Let's see if I completely destroy it here. It's at 15, so it's probably gonna be pretty close. Let's see. The Tardis actually is pretty destructible. Indestructible. It's actually really strong. There we go. So it's gonna actually blow up like that. It's gonna get this weird, like, color. And when you get in, nothing will work. You can still repair it though. So you can do the self-repair. Leave it. It's actually going to take a little while because it's completely broken. I'm just going to speed up the process, and I'm just going to place another one right here. So we have a few more things we have to go over, which are actually pretty cool. This is the room itself. So it does have a camera there. It does have the bottom place, which is pretty cool. It doesn't have much back here. It's kind of just like messed up texture things. But they haven't added in on that. Probably for the lag, too. They want to make sure it's nice and good. So you do have a gramophone here. It's currently not working for me. I don't know if they messed up with it, but it hasn't been working for a lot of people. So if you click, you can do like music, all these different kind of music, and then you can push play. It's not much to that. So you've got this thing right here. It locks it from just the inside. Again, you can use the phase controller without actually using holding the right mouse button for the sound screwdriver. So I'm just gonna keep it unlocked, and then no one can get in or out. So this is probably one of my favorite things when I'm on a server or whatever. So this is isomorphic security system. If you push E, you might be like, wait, what? It only has use in single player? That means the only person who spawned the Tardis in like a world with playing with friends can only like click the buttons. They can move them, but it won't actually do anything for them. So this is the time I wrote our handbrake. This is the most mysterious thing of all. Put down in the comments if you know what it does. I don't think I've seen anybody that knows. It's called something, but it does nothing. That's a really funny thing. Yeah, put down in the comments if you don't actually know what it does. It's quite weird. Pretty sure this makes a little phone sound. Oh, no, it doesn't. I thought it did before. It's kind of weird. Okay, so it's a hostile action display system. This is my favorite thing in the Tardis. HADS is also known as HADS. Enabled. So that means when you leave the Tardis, or you could still be inside of it, when somebody damages it, like this, it's going to start disappearing. Any kind of damage, even 1%, it's going to start going into that disappearing mode that I showed you guys how to do, where it's not actually there anymore. It's just in the vortex until you pull the time lever to get back. So that's when you really need the sonic screwdriver to get it to come back. I don't think I'm linked with it. No, I'm not. You can't get it to come unless you're linked. So I'm going to bring the Tardis back here. Yeah, this was actually a really good Tardis. It's actually one of my favorites. It was, like, old. It was actually one of the first Tardises they've ever had, which is pretty crazy. So I think I've gone over, everything. But yeah, it was a really good Tardis. I'm going to show you guys the next thing that I'm going to do with the legacy Tardises. Let me see. Oh, I don't have them because I got rid of them for this video, so it didn't lag. But yeah, guys, I'm going to be doing the 2005 Tardis. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you subscribe and comment, like this video, and comment down below what videos you want to see me do next, or what Tardis tutorials or any kind of add-ons you guys want me to learn. Because I do actually I had to learn a lot to tell you guys this, because there's not actually that many YouTube videos that you could actually find on how to do a full control of Tardises. If you would find one, it might just be like, oh, how do you teleport and stuff. I'm showing you how to actually do the whole thing. So you guys, I hope you enjoyed. Comment down below what videos you want to see me do next. See you guys. Peace.